Louvre Museum is the largest art museum and historic monument in Paris, France. There are approximately 38,000 objects from prehistory to 21st century exhibited in the museum. These objects are classified into 8 departments: Egyptian antiquities, Near Eastern antiquities, Greek, Etruscan and Roman antiquities, Islamic art, sculpture, decorative arts, paintings, prints, and drawings. The first one, Mona Lisa, is a half-length illustrated portrait painted by the Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci, considered an original masterpiece of the Italian Renaissance. It has been described as the best known, the most visited, the most written about, the most parodied work of art in the world. The painting's novel concept include the object's unconventional expression, the monumentality of the composition, the subtle modeling of forms, and the atmospheric illusionism. The painting is probably a portrait of the Italian noblewoman Lisa Gherardini. She was the wife of Francesco del Giocondo, an easy novel, on a white Lombardy poplar panel. Venus de Milo. The Venus de Milo is an ancient Greek statue and one of the most famous works of ancient Greek sculpture. Initially, it was attributed to the sculptor Praxiteles, but based on an inscription that has on it plinth, the statue is now thought to be the work of Alexandros of Antioch. This unusual statue, created sometime between 130 and 100 before Christ, is believed to depict Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and beauty, although some scholars claim it is the sea goddess Amphitrite, venerated of Milos. The seated scribe. The sculpture of the seated scribe of squatting scribe is a famous work of ancient Egyptian art. It represents a figure of a seated scribe at work. The sculpture was discovered at Saqqara, north of the Alley of Sphinxes leading to the Serapeum of Saqqara. The painted limestone sculpture represents a man in a seated position, presumably a scribe. The figure is dressed in a white skirt stretched to its knees, and it is holding a half-rolled papyrus. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the figure is its face, its realistic features, stand in contrast to more rigid and somewhat less detailed body. And finally, Virgen de las Rocas is the name of 2 paintings by the Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci of the same subject, with a composition which is identical except for several significant details. The version generally considered the prime version, the early of the two, is installed and hangs in the Louvre in Paris. The other, which was restored between 2008 and 2010, hangs in the National Gallery of London. The paintings are both nearly 2 meters, over 6 feet high, and both original pieces are painted in oils. Both paintings show Mary and her child Jesus with infant John the Baptist and an angel Uriel in a rocky setting, which gives the paintings their unusual name. The concept differences are in the gaze and right hand of the angel. There are many minor ways in which the works differ, including the colors, the lighting, the flora, and the way in which sfumato has been used. Personally, I like this painting a lot, because there are 2 different pieces of art, but in a way they are the same painting. So that gives me some kind of unusual feeling.